Hey guys, it's Yon. Welcome back to the Yon Gaming Show. Welcome back to Spintires. We're going to play a little more. Just because I love this game so much, I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of each map that they have to try out. So, I mean, we played the plains map in the last episode. So we've got the hill here, the flood, the coast, the river, and the volcano. So this time I'm going to try the flood. And because I want to try a specific truck, so that we can keep the game balanced. The stars work in a way that so that if you pick a more advanced vehicle, you're not losing difficulty. It's still a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to get rid of one because I want to try out the Type D 535. It's 8x8. So we'll try it out here, and you guys will see this thing's a monster. So in this mission, it looks like we've got to go unlock a garage. So you can see here I have a garage kit on the back of the vehicle, as well as a trailer. So to get to where we need to go, as you can see here, there's quite a large map here. We need to get, sorry guys, to this garage here. But to do that, we need to cross this flooded out area, which is a pretty big deal, but we're going to do it because we're machines. So let's start her up. Now this vehicle is very loud. It has all-wheel drive, and you'll see what I was talking about in the last episode about fuel consumption. We're only doing about 7 to 11 liters. As soon as you turn all-wheel drive on, it will double it once you hit the mud. The trick with this vehicle is it has all-wheel drive, but the differential lock is always on. So, from what I've been told, having differential lock on affects your steering ability. And this vehicle does have a large turning radius. So. I mean, this thing's a monster. I mean, look at this. Just tearing up everything. As long as you keep moving, this one is okay. But if you stop in a really muddy area, you'll start to sink. Hope you guys can hear me okay. On my end, it sounds like the engine's just roaring, but I may just have the volume up too high. Hopefully the recording doesn't also have it super loud. But so yeah, this machine is definitely designed for, in my opinion, this map. I haven't really been able to cross the flood area with the 6x6 truck I was using. And I mentioned in the last video that you start off in two-wheel drive with that truck, but I kind of, after looking at it, I think it's a four wheels in the back driven, and then when you throw the all-wheel, the front tires kick in. I'm not 100% on that. I have to look into that. But the game's pretty realistic. You hear the sound. I don't know if you can hear that gear whine, because we're getting to the top end of a gear, climbing a hill. And I'll do my best to get to the flooded area as quick as possible. If I have to, I'll cut some sections out of the video here, just so we don't have to watch me drive too far. Oh, still got the trailer there. I thought for a second we lost it. Ooh. So you got to be careful. These big ones, they slide on hills. We're still okay. Yep, we're all good. Come on, switch into second. See, if it's in a little mud, it doesn't like to switch into second gear. But once you get on the more beaten path here, you'll see it'll want to kick into second, hopefully. Especially when we get over this little hill here. There we go. Now once you get across this water, the map isn't too bad. It's more or less like what you're driving on now. A lot of mud. but nothing you can't handle with this monster. So yeah, so now you can see we're coming up on the flooded out area. We'll start shifting down because we're getting into the heat of this, the real thick of the mud. So okay, so now you can go straight across right there, but that little island over there has a cloaking thing on it. You see it looks like a little black tornado. We're getting damaged here, but we're okay. We've got a lot of hit points. We've got 800 damage, so we're gonna pull this whole load right over there. The only way you can open up the map is to drive in around that circle area where the cloaked area is. This 8x8 is, like I said, we'll go through everything, but if you hit deep water, you will drown out the engine. If you don't have a buddy with you, you're kind of out of luck. So, see now, we've unlocked that, and see how much of the map that opens up? So that makes a great tool for helping you out. So now we need to get across to the other part. The trick is, though, the water's pushing us, so you can't really drive into the current as much. It makes it harder. Oh, please don't stall now. There we go. Get up out of there. You have to kind of drive like on I guess like a 45, like a right angle to the way the water's moving, or with it. If you try to drive up into it, you will eventually start moving, but it takes forever and it'll drain a lot of your fuel. So, whoa, this is a deep spot. Uh-oh. Engine died. Will it start? Whoa, get up. I lucked out. A lot of the times you can't start it after that. I hit a really deep hole there and it just drowned the engine. So, in most cases, if you drown with the engine and your buddy kind of winches you out, you'll be fine. The problem is you can't winch yourself out because the engine is stalled. So you kind of hope you can start it up again and it'll go. In some vehicles, if you submerge them and you try doing that, it'll just keep damaging the vehicle over and over and over until your vehicle won't move anymore. Okay, so there we go. We still got the trailer. This isn't the smoothest trail, but it's a trail, so we'll take that. If you want, you can go first person. A lot of people saying that they're really excited for this because hopefully the Oculus Rift will be a supported. This game will be a supported title by the Oculus Rift. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. The camera angle's okay, but I guess it would be better if you could just turn your head. Some vehicles allow you to sit right inside, others on top like this one. Some modded vehicles have you sitting in the passenger seat or the driver's seat. So depending on what vehicle you are in, the view is going to be different. We're getting there. We'll see how this runs. I turned the all-wheel drive off to show you guys how much. You see those back tires are just spinning, but the front ones aren't doing a whole lot. You hit that all-wheel drive and it picks right up and goes. So if you have to conserve some fuel, sometimes you might have to shut it off, just to give you that little bit more distance that you need to make it to your destination. In this case, we've got 346 of 500 liters. You know, if we were hauling logs, we'd be burning a lot more fuel based on how much longer it would take us to get to where we're going. This one is great for hauling medium logs. I think this one's medium logs. The other version of this, the 4-passenger one, you can haul medium logs just on the vehicle itself. You don't need a trailer, which makes it a lot easier for when you're trying to get through some difficult terrain. Again, I mean, you can kind of do it whatever way you think is best, based off your experience with the game and how much difficulty you really want to put yourself through. If you're on a time constraint, then it can sometimes be great. But if you've got some extra time and you really want to challenge yourself, then you can set the difficulty based on the trucks you get. In some cases, the map itself will have decent trucks that you can use. You just have to go find them and unlock them. I always tell people that if you're playing this game, the best thing to do is to first get all the cloaked areas unlocked and then go looking for a vehicle. So, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but where those power lines are heading towards, there's some lights. At night, you can see them way off in the distance. That's usually either where a garage or a fuel station is, and based off of my memory of this map, I think that's where the garage is. So I'm just gonna stop here, hit start for a sec. That's the fuel, but it's right near the garage, so let's see if it'll sink in this stuff. I'll show you guys the truck's gonna sink. Oh, not so bad. On the plains map that we were just on, if you take this truck with a full load of logs across the flat area, it will sink if you stop moving. I mean, you can pretty much get out every time, but it does make for a more difficult situation than if you were hauling or driving through with an empty vehicle. So with the trailer, see, some people have said they've lost the trailer while driving. I don't remember. The only time I've lost a trailer is when I backed up and jackknifed one. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's just like backed up and binded the vehicle against the trailer hitch, and it just pops off. In almost a glitchy form, it just bounced right off and disappeared. But most of the time, you can snag it on trees and such, and it'll take it. So this is a fuel depot here. I'll show you guys how to get fuel. You just get inside the white square and just stop. I guess I'm not quite all the way in. Get in there, stop. Not gonna give me any. Call me a liar, fuel station. Why am I not getting any fuel? Do I have to shut the engine off? That is weird. I've never had that happen to me. It just automatically fills me up. Yeah. It's weird. Normally you would just drive here and it would just automatically fill your vehicle up. That's weird. I wonder why that is. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. This truck is great for mud, but you gotta watch out for rocks. It'll get hung up on large rocks, and that's a huge pain, getting high centered, and you're out of luck. So, okay, so you'll see the garage says locked. You need 4. Each of these holds 2. So just go in here with drive inside the white area again, so the fuel station, and you stop. That, go unload, and now this garage is unlocked, so we can use it for whatever we need. So we've driven from one end to the other with this monster. Now you'll see we'll steer a little bit better, not much better. I mean, the trailer doesn't really affect its steering all that much. The load kind of helps a bit in traction sometimes. For the most part, this is as much as steering as you'll get. I'm just really wondering why. Maybe I wasn't completely stopped. There it is. I guess I wasn't completely stopped. There must have been something happening there. So yeah, so you can go pretty much anywhere with this truck. It really does whatever you want it to. So, but you know what, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this one. Camera angle on this thing is funny. I'm trying to. There, that's a little more of a front end shot. See, the animation is great in this game. You can actually see the driver moving. So, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.